22 elections were held in African countries, spanning presidential, legislative, and local levels. These elections showcased a mixture of continuity, change, and the complexities of governance in the region. While some countries experienced transformative political shifts, others continued under the dominance of entrenched political systems. This year highlighted the spectrum of political dynamics, from multi-party democracies embracing change to single-party systems clinging to power. Mauritius surprised many when the opposition toppled the tiny island country's past class of dynastic rule. Their dedication to the democratic process and eventually electing a new government under Prime Minister-elect Dr. Naveen Ramgoolam.
I did what I could for the country and the people. The people chose another team to run the country. Of course, you have to accept this choice. You have to respect that choice. I wish my country and the population good luck.
Botswana has long been recognized for its stable democratic institutions, but this election underscored the electorate's desire for substantial change. The results reflected widespread dissatisfaction with the BDP's handling of economic challenges and its perceived failure to adapt to the evolving needs of the populace. For the first time since its independence in 1966, Botswana saw the ruling Botswana Democratic Party lose power.
Naturally, now I have a lot of energy. I still do. I mean, I had enough energy, Your Excellency, to do the next 3.5 years. You just cut it short.
Is the maturation, if you will. Our democracy has demonstrated today more than it ever has before that this is a mature democracy. The maturity of a democracy is measured, we know, from this very occurrence. Can power move from one regime to another regime peacefully?
In Ghana, the return of John Mahama to the presidency marked a significant moment in the country's political history. Running on a platform of a new beginning and new direction, Mahama of the National Democratic Congress defeated the incumbent Vice President Mohamedou Bawumia by the largest margin of victory in 25 years. Mahama secured 56.6% of the vote compared to Bawumia's 41.6%, with a voter turnout of nearly 61%. Mahama's victory followed 2 terms of governance by President Nana Akufo-Addo, whose new patriotic party faced widespread criticism over Ghana's economic woes. In an election that international observers hailed as a historic of Somaliland's peaceful democracy, Somaliland opposition leader Abdirahman Siro defeated incumbent President Muse Bihi Abdi. The elections set up a handover of power as the breakaway Somali region pushes for global recognition. The breakaway region has enjoyed a comparative period of peace since achieving autonomy 3 decades ago, just as Somalia plunged into a civil war from which it has yet to emerge. While Siro has signaled broad support for the proposed pact with Ethiopia, his commitment to implementing it is not clear. Some analysts suspect he could be more open to dialogue with Somalia's government, which opposes the agreement. Then there was the election of Senegal's opposition candidate Diomaye Faye, as well as the recently concluded snap legislative polls, marked a peaceful transition of power. It showed how democratic processes can bring about meaningful political change. Faye's victory was all the more remarkable because of a strong voter turnout of 61.3%. There was a deep engagement of Senegalese citizens in the democratic process and the integrity of the electoral process. This is despite the challenges posed by prior civil unrest involving Usman Sonko. And finally, Namibia's 2024 general elections resulted in a historic milestone, the election of Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah as the country's first female president. Representing the ruling Southwest Africa People's Organization SWAPO, Nandi-Ndaitwah's victory made her the second current female head of state in Africa, following Tanzania's Samia Suluhu Hassan. Despite her personal triumph, SWAPO's political dominance continued to erode. The party's majority in the National Assembly was reduced to 51 seats, its lowest since Namibia's independence in 1990.